Welcome to the Thread the Laces Family Sports Podcast, hosted by me, Nate, and my two co-hosts, Alex and Donnie, where we'll be talking about NBA and NFL's latest news and giving our predictions and really talking all things football and basketball. To give you guys a little introduction to know us, I'm Nate. I attend Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting, Full Sail University, and my favorite teams are the Cincinnati Bengals, the Green Bay Packers, and for NBA, I am more of a fan of players when it comes to basketball. And you can follow me on all socials at Nate's Takes.
And my name's Alex. An introduction about myself is my favorite team is the Bengals, and like Nate, I wanna go to college and just do sports broadcasting. I just thank God for this opportunity.
And I'm Dad. I'm here with my family. I'm happy to do this, and I am excited. I think we're going to really pop. You just watch us. We know a lot about sports. I put it in my son's brain. This is why he's doing this. And I love being here with him, and I love being here with the family. We're all family. We're here to rock. You guys ready?
Yes, sir. We'll be having weekly podcasts, so follow, share, like, and leave your comments and opinions below. We'd love to talk about anything you're interested in, and we love hearing other sides and others' opinions, and we hope you all enjoy our first podcast. Come back every week for more. You can also view us on all socials at Thread the Laces to help grow the podcast and to help grow with us. This week's episode will be about what's been going on this week and really
Training camp.
Yeah, training camp, NBA trade rumors. Not much NBA. But
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Detroit. Yeah.
And off the Hard Knocks, NFC North and our NFC East division predictions. Starting it off with training camp.
Which other ones we going to do?
NFC North and East this week.
It's NFC North and East?
Yeah, this week.
All right, that's cool. All right, so you want to start out your first subject, or?
Want to kick it off with training camp?
Kick it off
with training camp? All right.
What do you like in a training camp?
George Pickens, man.
Here it comes.
George Pickens.
I think he's having a strong camp, but I think...
Dude, his vision and the way he just is with the ball, like, he got hit on his little route. That was his little welcome to the NFL by the coach. Hit him, and he kept with it. Still got his little one-hand grab. Kept with it. Still got it. I don't know.
I think the only hard thing for him is going to be adjusting to them quarterbacks because they don't have a set quarterback yet.
Yeah, that's my whole thing too.
Yeah,
you got to be. I think they're leaning right now with Trubisky, but the way Pickett played, Pickett
did play good.
He played great. He 7 for 7.
Right.
Yeah, like did not one incompletion.
Read every defense right.
Yeah, read the defense right and made the good throws. And I'd almost want to start with.
I think you give it to the young guy too.
But I think you give it to the young guy. You really do. Because if on these next 2 preseason games, if he really shows what he showed on the first one, I don't think you have a choice. Nothing against Trubisky, but
they're gonna play both of them every preseason game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if he keeps showing progression he's already shown, he's gonna be week 1 starter.
Yeah, I just
think Pickens was picked a little late for my liking.
Oh, I think so too.
We
talked.
I
about
was
him in the
so
draft.
high on Pickens. I personally think Pickens is gonna be the best receiver coming out of this draft. So I think over J-Mo, over Chris Olave
comes back.
That's my big hot take. That's my big hot take. I think Pickens is gonna be the best receiver coming out of this draft in the future. I think he will be the best.
Yeah. Now, if you put Pickens with not a rookie quarterback, I think he will progress quicker.
I think Pickens is a guaranteed 1,000-yard rookie year if he has a good quarterback.
Yeah.
Easily. And that's what I'm saying, but he's going to have a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, that's what.
And
I think he can make him.
They're going to connect fast. I think they're really going to connect fast, but
he's catching them like.
Oh, the catches he made in training camp, they show. Oh man,
yeah,
beautiful,
crazy.
Oh, it's
the one he mossed a dude and toe tapped.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he caught the touchdown in the corner of the end zone
on the preseason game. That catch.
Mm-hmm. That was nasty.
Because at first I'm like, no catch. Because I've been trying to watch as much preseason games as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm going no catch like the whole time. Like there's no way he got that. When
Yeah.
they showed that replay, I was like, wow.
He's
the
truly
real deal.
talented.
He is
the
very
real deal.
talented.
But it's
He's the real
like
deal.
you're really not going up against the number ones though. Yeah,
I know
so
he's
like,
playing. He's playing preseason guys. He is. But I don't know.
But still, it's still the NFL. All dudes made.
I
it
just
for
think
a
he's
reason.
got that veteran mindset, man. He just is ready. Like he wants it. He's hungry.
One thing he does have to control is his temper, though, like how he reacts. Because he's a guy.
NFL young boy, you guys see that?
Yeah, and dude, I'll never get over the picture of him watching the TV when he was getting drafted.
Oh yeah,
with the hat thing on,
he's like
and
leaning back.
saying,
Yeah,
oh my God.
that's so funny. Oh my.
Yeah, that
God.
was a good one though. I'm excited about Pickens though.
Oh, I'm very excited about picking.
Talking about like questions.
I'm not excited as a Bengal fan, but
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how he does.
Talking about situations, I think I'm gonna start with the Chiefs situation, their wide receiver situation. Like, how's that gonna work?
I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's bad enough for Mahomes. I think it's good enough for him. He's still got Kelsey.
I know,
Juju's
but
good,
you got two
decent.
speed receivers though.
McCole went out on a
He got injured.
on a stretcher, but they said he walked to it. They said he walked to the stretcher, so he'll probably be fine.
Skye Moore is showing a lot of progression though.
Yeah, he's just, you know what, Skye Moore, he looks like he's gonna be something, but I just hate them real small receivers.
Yeah.
I feel like
Tavon Austin type.
yeah,
I
man,
like his
and they
style.
get that wrong hit, dude.
And they're done.
Yeah,
Like,
and the kid looks incredible.
I like Justin Ross. They got Justin Ross,
Yeah.
but then he got hurt for the whole year. I
Yeah.
think was he tore his ACL?
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, he had a surgery or something.
Dude, that was crazy because he didn't even get drafted, and I was like, this is the best undrafted.
And we
player.
was talking about him in the 5th round.
Yeah,
like,
we
why
was.
is he not getting picked?
Yeah, he had some crazy good highlights. He had a crazy good college career.
I think the Chiefs took a good chance and they got what they needed. Justin Ross is a dog. He's the
But you know, their two
Works hard.
starters is going to be Juju Smith-Schuster and MVS.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
And
your
then
two
easily.
starters.
and then McCole Hardman in the slot.
Yeah, but you know, it just depends on how he
And
is.
then you got those rookies.
They said he's questionable for week 1. So
Sky
Yeah,
Moore
he
is
is.
definitely going to be the jet sweep guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be that jet
Yeah,
sweep
he's quick.
guy.
Yeah.
They found a Tyreek Hill part 2.
Yeah, I'll take.
yeah, that's going to be a good one.
And what I like switching the subject, the Bengals cornerback won. It's Eli Apple right now. I don't think nobody's beating him out.
You think
Mike
so?
Hilton and Awuzie.
But Hilton's a slot.
Yeah, but
he's more of a slot.
But Awuzie is definitely better. He had the highest graded PB.
I
He
know,
was the
but
highest graded
Lou
corner last
Anarumo
year.
went on a thing and said Eli Apple is the starter for right now.
I love Eli Apple.
I do
He
too.
knows,
They're gonna be on.
he knows how
They're
to
gonna be on
play.
opposite side. Okay, I don't think he's bad. He did good last year. You can't say he's bad. The stats.
And that's what I'm
show-
saying. But with the criticism with Cooper Kupp, like in the end zone, like that's
That
crazy.
was the best wide
That's-
receiver last year.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody can stick him.
That's-
So you want to crap on him? Like I don't get that. Like you want to crap on him for not sticking Cooper Kupp? Like give me a defender that did
right.
because he just won Triple Crown. So
Yeah,
nobody can stick.
But
that is true.
I do say I want to see Cam Taylor take them snaps instead of Eli Apple. I think Cam Taylor has a great upside to him.
Oh yeah, I think he will be a nice 4, 5. Yeah, I think. He's
Well, the first year he will be,
Yeah.
and like another one, our first round pick, Dax Hill.
Oh, dude,
He's been showing out in
he's a
preseason.
dog.
He was on every ball.
Preseason.
Yeah,
He
he's a
dropped the
dog.
pick.
He's out there killing it. In our
He dropped the
preseason.
pick.
I think he
He was
adjusted
solid.
really fast.
And you know
He
what?
did.
You know what I see happening is this whole Jesse Bates thing with him not showing up and talking about holding out.
Yeah.
And they're trying to see if this Dax Hill can replace him. And if he's playing the way he's playing in that preseason,
He's going to
They-
replace.
they're not-
Bates is playing this year. He posted on his Instagram like him training and posted the
He
Bates.
said
well,
he's
he's
gonna
been
play.
he's been training off the field.
Yeah.
But he was with Joe Burrow at that UFC fight.
Yeah,
You've
with
seen
Cheetah.
that?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. It was him and
Cheetah.
no.
Cheetah.
Yeah,
I
Cheetah.
thought he was.
No, I'm saying with Burrow. It was Burrow
yeah.
and Bates and
I thought it was a receiver, wasn't it?
yeah.
Boyd. Was it Boyd?
No, it wasn't Boyd.
I don't remember.
I can't remember who was with him on that.
It was a receiver, I thought.
Yeah, but he's with the team. He loves our team. He loves our players, and you can tell that he don't want to go nowhere.
At all, yeah.
He does not
can
want to
tell
go nowhere.
He's a great key piece too. Like he definitely, you could tell that was him
I
that helped
love
in the
Jesse
playoffs.
Bates. Oh yeah, And he really came through
I
towards
think
the
he
end of
does.
the season in the playoffs.
I think we could offer him a 4-year, $16 million a year.
I just don't think it. Well, right now you can't offer him nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I
it's
know
too
not
late.
right now, but
You can't. They can't
after
offer
this
him nothing
season-
until after like January 6th.
But
or
like you
something.
said, if Dyson Hill shows out and is like a star, like they're not going to want to. Safety Safety hasn't been a very.
You got to look at our
position
team.
for
You got to look
the
at our
Bengals.
team. Like Burrow wants to go on a contract. Higgins going to want a contract. Chase is going to want a contract. Mixon, like we can't pay all them guys, and we can't. So you got to make decisions.
And I think that.
And a hard decision might be if Dax really keeps stepping up is let Bates go after this year.
That's what I'm thinking. And the only thing that's going to be hard about is that Derwin deal that just happened.
Yeah, Derwin just got
a $19 million deal. And
Yeah, I shared it to him. I was like, week 3 out for all year with a knee injury. Watch.
That's what I'm saying. Like Derwin.
shaking my head. I don't wish no injury.
Yeah,
No, I don't wish no injury upon him.
Derwin's such a good, hard physical
that's
player.
What happens, dude.
Yeah.
That is what happens. It is what happens. You see it a lot. You do see it a lot. But like Michael Thomas talking about injured player, that's what I wanted to talk about too.
Yeah, Michael Thomas.
I think he's gonna win comeback player of the year, and I think he's gonna show why he. He's gonna show why he is a top 10 receiver in the league.
Okay.
I think it's
Still,
going to be.
You're giving him
When-
comeback player of the year.
When Michael Thomas was healthy, what were you saying? He's the best receiver in the league. He's a top 3
Because he
receiver
had
in the
Drew
league.
Brees. Don't
He has Drew-
It doesn't.
Now he
It
has
does
Andy
matter.
Dalton as quarterback. James Winston just got hurt. And
Jameis Winston didn't get hurt.
Well, he got hurt, but
yeah.
He's already back.
on very light duty though.
Yeah.
But
He'll
he'll
be
be
fine for week
fine with week 1.
Yeah, they said he'll be fine week 1.
But
that's
come
the
week-
Andy Dalton curse, though. I have that wrote down. Look.
Really?
Yeah, Andy Dalton curse.
Oh,
And Andy Dalton curse. When he joined Dallas, what happened? Dak after 4 games got hurt, and then he gets traded to the Bears. The rookie Justin Fields gets hurt.
with a rib injury.
And then-
That's what I said about week 4.
And the first
Winston
year he
will be
left the
out.
Bengals, what happened? Joe Burrow got hurt. So it's just the Dalton
Watch
curse.
out, team that has Andy
And then he
Dalton
joins the
this year.
Saints, and Jameis gets hurt again. It's a Dalton curse, man.
Jameis to me, like when he's in there and starting and healthy, man, he's a good quarterback.
I like
Yeah.
Jameis.
I like
a lot.
Jameis.
I like Jameis. I think
It's just if he stays healthy this year, I can see New Orleans like doing better, but I don't see him making playoffs. I just don't see it.
yeah.
I just don't see it. And I don't see him making it.
Justin Jefferson said that he was in a Cooper Cup type offense,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean,
and he said he's seen why it was so easy now. Like the slot, he can just take over those linebackers, go over top the linebackers, and not many corners can guard Justin
You think
Jefferson.
that their head coach is gonna improve him much more than last?
Oh
year?
yeah, that's what I was.
well, everybody keeps talking about it, like,
Yeah.
oh, this offense is different. It's different. It's different. It's like, okay, when I see it, because it's been like 30 plus years since they've won, like even.
Well, that's another thing. Everyone's always been like, Vikings are making it to the playoffs this year.
Yeah,
They're ready this year. The past 4 years, and I swear it's every year I've been like, I just don't see it. But this year, I got
I think I can see them
I see
sneaking
it
their
this
way
year.
in, man.
Oh yeah, I can see him making it. I can definitely see him making
I see it this year for sure.
I couldn't believe that they didn't win more because they had a lot of losses that were less than 7 points last year. So their record could have been completely
Same
different.
with the Lions as well.
Yeah.
The Lions fought for it, everybody.
Yeah,
That's
Lions
later.
too.
It said the Lions had the most losses by one score.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then the Vikings would have been 15-2 if they just didn't play the last 2 minutes of their games last season.
Right.
If the game ended with the 2-minute warning, they would have went 15-2. That's insane.
That's
It is.
And
insane.
they just added Packers. Zadarius Smith.
that was a really good
Yeah,
pickup.
That's
I like that.
that's
He's
a
been
Pro
showing
Bowl
flashes,
linebacker. He's
yeah.
a beast.
Oh, yeah,
He's an absolute dog.
He's in there. And he said, and I also seen yesterday that in the combined practice,
Yeah.
that he was all over the quarterback, dude.
Yeah.
All over the
yeah.
quarterback.
He's a beast.
And he's like, they just couldn't stop him. With him and
Danielle Hunter.
yeah,
Yeah.
them two
Michael
together.
Kendricks.
Yeah, it's
That's
Harrison
crazy.
Smith.
yeah, it's their
They
defense.
still got Pat Pete over there.
Yeah.
Oh, they got who they draft from Clemson? Andrew Booth.
Yeah, they got. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, Andrew Booth Jr.
A corner that I think I really like, the Panthers corner.
J.C. Horn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
he has been playing phenomenal. That's a dude I want to talk about training camp. He has been doing crazy in training camp.
I think CMC's doing well as well, but I think the definitely one that's coming back from an injury that's impressing everybody. It's got to be J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn's just doing so good, as you said.
And he got hurt early.
You seen those joint?
I was sorry to see that.
You know those joint practices.
I don't like seeing them young players getting hurt like that.
Don't
losing their first season.
Like
Burrow
would have had a better first season than Justin Herbert.
That's facts.
We can argue about it.
Any day, anytime.
When he was healthy, who was having a better rookie season? With who? Who was the number one receiver? Higgins and Boyd. That was his receivers. And Higgins wasn't as developed as he was last season.
No.
He wasn't the receiver he was last season.
But Higgins proved
adding Chase. Chase.
Good.
Yeah. Adding Chase definitely taught our receivers something, I think. I think they learned from each other, honestly.
I think
you go ahead.
No, I think Chase is going to prove what he said he was going to do on the I Am Athlete podcast.
Yeah,
he said he was going to be a triple crown.
Yeah, he said he was going to do a triple crown. I see him winning off.
I could see that eventually, but I don't know if I see it this year.
Yeah, I could see it.
I don't know if I see it this year. I don't know if it's going to be that quick. But, man, last year, God, the best rookie season by any rookie.
Any rookie, man.
I mean, he's something that is going to be great.
And I hate when people say that he had an extra game because he didn't even play.
He did. He played 3 snaps.
Yeah, 3 snaps in that last game, and they're like, "Oh, we got an extra week."
He played 3 snaps.
He had literally no stats in that game, so
no stats.
He basically did that in 16 games.
He did do it in 16 games.
Yeah, he did do it.
You have to think all the times he got sat out because of the blowouts and how much we were winning by. He would have done it in about 14 games.
Yeah, he's something crazy. And I like him and Justin Jefferson going back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're friends.
Yeah.
They're friends.
Yeah. And he said it like, Justin is not better than me.
That's a story for another day.
That'd be crazy.
That's AFC North day. Yeah, that would never happen.
But to me, I want to bring up is this year, it's make it or break it for Tua.
Yeah,
Tua, it's make it or break it.
All the weapons surrounding him.
Oh yeah,
they've added. They've added. Their running back room is. They got Sonny Michel.
It's insane. Mostert.
Of course, last year.
Edmonds.
Yeah, and then they got Edmonds too.
And Gaskin.
And then they got Gaskin.
That's crazy.
And then you bring in Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle
are the 2 fastest people in the league.
And then you signed the number 1 best offensive lineman in free agency.
Yeah, that's.
No.
He was ranked number 1. He was
I think he's up there. He's like top 3.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
Yeah, I think he's like.
And you brought him in for your offensive line. I mean, this
then they got Connor Williams, solidified their left side with him and Teron Armstead.
That's what I'm saying. They're really trying to do something.
Yeah, they are.
And like Tua, he's got it around him. There's no excuses.
Their defense is even really good.
Yeah,
Xavier Howard, Byron.
And I'm not saying that I can see him in the playoffs or nothing because I don't. The AFC is just too strong to see the Miami Dolphins. If there's going to be one to sleep in, it could be Miami.
I got him sneaking in.
You got him sneaking in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I talk about that.
That's gonna be a different time.
I mean, I got him just missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like in the next year or 2, if they keep these guys together, they could be dangerous. They could take that division over. I know the Bills are good, but the Bills ain't got the weapons that these guys got. Even though they got Josh Allen, but
I think if you really look at it, like he was saying, past Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, hasn't really had, like, you look at Burrow's guys, he's got Higgins, Boyd, Chase. You look at Josh Allen's best 3, it's Diggs and then Gabriel Davis and Isaiah McKenzie. Like, come on.
Dawson Knox, I guess you can put in there.
Yeah, but, they don't compare to those guys, in my opinion.
I do want to talk about a Bengals player that left us. That's not having as strong as a camp. CJ Uzomah. Yeah. He's not having a really strong camp.
He's older.
Yeah, but
he's on his downfall.
Yeah, he is.
Irv Smith.
He did great though last year.
Yeah, Irv Smith came in that Jets thing and he took over.
I loved him on our team last year.
I like Irv Smith.
I loved him on our team last year, but he's going down.
So I mean Tyler Conklin, not Irv Smith.
Yeah, Irv Smith is with the Vikings.
Yeah. That's crazy though. But like you said, this is Tua's make it or break it year. Yeah, all the weapons around him.
He has everybody.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah, so I mean, if you don't show something, and I mean they've showed a couple passes to him. I won to Tyreek in training camp. It was like a 65-yard bomb. I mean, it was a dot.
Yeah.
And if he can do that, then Dolphins might be dangerous, dude.
It was a dot. It was on the run. He just
that was
that.
They have a crazy.
He looks pretty confident.
Yeah.
He looks pretty confident.
I mean, if you look at it, Tyreek and Jalen, they might be the fastest duo ever, maybe in history.
Yeah, probably.
Like NFL history.
Yeah, and that's scary.
That could be scary.
Yeah.
And if you had a quarterback, just imagine the Dolphins if they had a quarterback like Josh Allen, they'd be Super Bowl contenders.
That's what I agree. I think you're looking at the Dolphins roster, and if they have any of the top 8 to 10 quarterbacks in the league, they're automatic Super Bowl contenders in everyone's eyes. The only reason they're not is Tua.
I mean, Tua did good against the Bucs, like in their pre-scrim.
I guess you could put that in there. No. I mean, I just hope I don't want to see. If he fails with all these weapons, then to me, it's like you gotta.
Yeah.
Something's gotta happen.
You know who I'm excited for?
Who?
Romeo Doubs.
Dude.
Jair Alexander even said he likes what he sees out of him. He said he likes Christian Watson as well, but Romeo Doubs, he said.
Romeo Doubs is having better camp than Christian Watson.
Yeah,
Christian Watson just came back though,
right?
Because he had him on that little pup list or whatever, and they just took him off the pup list. So he hasn't. He's only had a full week in training camp.
Yeah.
With Rodgers right now, so.
And he's still got to learn, and he doesn't have that Devontae.
But Romeo Doubs, he burnt Stokes.
Yeah.
He burnt.
Yeah, he's gonna get used as our little speedster. He's gonna be a slot guy a lot. I think he's gonna be in our slot a lot.
And then they're showing videos of them of their young receivers dropping balls, and Rodgers put them right on Front Street. Like, look.
But he's a leader. That's what he does.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. He said it you drop balls.
No one's done that.
You drop balls. They had a meeting after he complained about it. They all went in with a meeting. Rodgers was in there too, and he told them this is the standard you got to be held at. If you drop balls, you don't see the field. Period.
Well, Rodgers has always been good with that, getting young receivers great. Like Devontae, first 2 years he was a nobody. No one was talking about Devontae Adams, and then now he's the best receiver in the league.
The first couple of years, when he had
it's the same
Jordy Nelson and young Randall Cobb, and man,
Greg Jennings and them, they all came in, not as high. They weren't.
No.
None of them were.
Donald Driver
was around 7.
Yeah, round 7 pick, and look what he came out to be.
Yeah, one.
I mean, I know.
Great.
Yeah, he was great.
He is great.
Yeah, he was great.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited about Romeo Doubs. I think.
I'm very excited.
I think he showed the most promise in that camp.
Yeah, he's having a stellar camp, man.
Yeah,
I think that he truly can make that impact.
Yeah,
it's gonna be super hard.
But I'm telling you, this defense is looking nasty. Their defense.
Oh yeah. Their defense is top 3, no doubt. I think them nasty. And the Saints.
I'm saying they're going to have to be a top 3 with what the offense has got to deal with right now.
Yep.
With these young guys and dropping balls,
then the Saints
not running routes right, and they're going to need a good defense, and they're going to need a defense to hold teams to 17 or under.
Right.
That way, the offense ain't got to do what they had to do in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and in my opinion, I think they can because I don't believe that the NFC is that heavy.
It's not.
I feel like the NFC is weaker. Is the weakest it's ever been. Almost.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at them because if you look at the AFC, you got a trouble picking on who's going to make the Super Bowl.
Right.
In the NFC, you only got a few selections. I mean, you got Rams, Tampa Bay, Green Bay.
Vikings looking
You
good.
could maybe throw the Vikings in there. Cowboys if they stay healthy. I mean, who else?
Well, on the AFC, on the flip side, you got 8 teams that could potentially make it.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You can't.
The AFC is really hard to predict. It really is.
Yeah, it's going
and they did that because Joe Burrow led his super young team to the Super Bowl.
Dude, I mean, what he did last year with being one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league.
Coming off a complete
Like his
70
ratings,
sacks.
the only person that beat his ratings was Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot of
did
people.
not get sacked 70 times. I can tell you.
No, and you see a lot of people saying like he probably should have won MVP last year. He probably should have won it. It shouldn't have been Rodgers. It should have been Joe Burrow. What he did with that team and how far he took them, he should have won the MVP. And you'll see pro analysts saying it.
That's why I have him
You'll
as
see
my
him
MVP
saying
this
it.
year.
Kyle Hurd, even though he says it because he hates Aaron Rodgers.
Time,
But you'll see him
he does
saying
say
that he had just as good of a season. How many times he got sacked? That should have been MVP.
Yes.
Straight up.
He carried.
He carried us.
I don't want to say that defense carried us in that Titans game, but that was Burrow who did it.
Yeah.
You get sacked 9 times and you still win. No quarterback has ever done that in the divisional.
Yeah. And what he is he's just nothing.
He's so
breaks him.
poised.
He's so poised. Nothing breaks
Like,
him.
if he makes a mistake, he just shrugs it off.
He
and
shoves
just
it right
goes
off,
about
and
it.
he'll throw the same pass.
Right.
Yep.
Like he'll make a missed pass and go, you know what? I want that back. Throw the same pass. Like he don't take away from his mistakes.
great.
He's
great.
Man, he's so good. I'm so glad he's a Bengal.
Yeah, I don't think I will ever
we get
see
him
any
a
other
nice
quarterback with a partially torn MCL and that
To come
leg
back from that
rest.
injury like that,
Yeah.
and do that good, it's just incredible.
Yeah.
It's something you'll never see.
It
And
is.
and they said it never happened in NFL history. Of our record, we went the year before and come back and go to the Super Bowl. It's never been done. And Joe Burrow did it. I mean, come on, dude, that's MVP.
Yeah.
How can it not be?
But I think we need to switch
Subjects.
Switch,
We're getting too
switch
heated.
subjects. We've been on it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna talk about the NBA too much because a lot of football has been going on, not much NBA. But we do want to talk about a little trade rumors.
Yes. I think Durant's going to go to the Heat, and I think if he goes to the Heat, they're going to build a Tyler Hero package. I don't think the Heat are going to ship off Jimmy Butler.
No way.
No.
No way.
No, they'll give him 3 players and 4 picks before they get rid of Butler. Butler's not going nowhere. And if you man,
They were even talking about a
you
Donovan
should-
Mitchell plus a KD plus a Kyrie plus
like
a
a
Russell Westbrook.
3-team trade.
Yeah, like a 3-4 team trade.
Yeah.
You put Durant with Butler, and you're able to get Mitchell over there too. That's just,
No. I think they had Mitchell going to somewhere else on the 4-team trade.
are you sure?
It might have been all of them on there. I don't know.
But even with
But
Durant,
KD said
Butler,
he also wants to play for the 76ers with Harden and Joel Embiid.
That makes me think, is KD the problem? Or is Kyrie?
here lately,
It seems like
KD's just.
Yeah.
I love Kyrie, man. I'm
I love-
sorry.
I do.
I personally respect
I'm-
Kyrie. I think you play at that high level, you should get what you want. But Kyrie played more while he wasn't allowed. He played as much as he could.
Yeah.
But I think Kyrie's not a problem. I mean, he openly said that he willingly re-signed whether KD was going to play there or not.
I don't know if Kyrie's going to go anywhere because the Lakers already came at them with 2 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, I don't see.
They already
I don't
came
see
at them
him nowhere.
with everything they want.
My problem with Durant is he's trying to demand the coach and the GM be fired, or he wants to leave. I'm sorry, who are you to try to demand something to an owner of a team?
Yeah.
You're a player. I don't care if you're Kevin Durant, if you're God. You don't get to demand things. That's not a thing. That's what the problem is these days. Back in the day, I'm sorry, but back in the day, players didn't come to the owner you got to get rid of them or I'm going to trade it. You didn't have a say so. And they knew their place. These players they don't know their place. And to me, Durant has no right to demand a coach and a GM to be fired when the only thing you've been doing is sitting on a bench with injury since you've been there. What have you done for the Nets? You have done nothing. How can you demand anything?
To
me, that's just
They did miss the playoffs. That's crazy.
I don't know. Durant's starting to be on my because when he was at OKC, he was one of my favorites. Now he's down.
I think that the Nets messed up. The Nets had a trade offer from the Celtics to get Jaylen Brown.
Yeah. I think they should have capitalized.
That man is, in my opinion, has top 10 talent in this league.
To me, the Nets would have won that trade.
The Nets would have won that trade.
That would have been
Kevin
Nets
Durant would have
won
played
that.
what, maybe 1 or 2 years with them. Like, come on, let's be real.
Yeah, you got Jaylen Brown.
You got Jaylen Brown
for the
who's-
next 10 years.
In the next 10 years, and he's so driven. He's so driven. He's
That'd
so
be a
ready.
nasty 3.
I love my Celtics.
I love Jaylen Brown. I like Jaylen Brown. He's my favorite Celtic. I'm not a Celtic fan at all, but
Yeah.
I definitely like Jaylen Brown a lot.
That's my team. Celtics are my team.
Yeah, no, that's
I
your
can't help
that's your NBA team.
That's my NBA team.
I just like the
But-
players.
Yeah, other than that,
Yeah.
I don't
I don't have anything other
Yeah,
than
not
that.
much
Yeah.
about that.
hear about the
Yeah,
NBA
stuff.
right now. Until something happens with Durant or Kyrie, until something happens. I mean,
NBA is really
it's
gonna
been,
be
yeah,
silent.
yeah, it's going to be silent. There's just so much going on in NFL right now.
Yeah, like the Hard Knocks.
Hard knocks.
Nice.
Here we go. Detroit Lions. Now, I love their coach.
I love
Yes.
Dan Campbell too.
He's got so
He's
much
so
intensity.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
so
does.
I
gritty.
love his intensity.
He really cares about his players. You can tell. You can just
That
tell.
speech he
puts
said.
he puts his whole. All
Now,
his
you guys,
whole life
you both,
into it.
have you watched any of it?
Yeah,
Hard
yeah.
Knocks.
I like Jamal Williams' speech.
Yes.
Jamal Williams' speech was
Oh
great.
wow! And I loved him when he was on Green Bay. He was always the man in the locker room that really hyped
everybody
hyped
up.
everybody
Yeah, played
up.
hype.
And that's how he does with Detroit. I feel like he's so humble.
Yes.
Like no matter what team he goes to, he just
wants
really
to
just,
win.
just wants to win.
He was crying.
Like
He did,
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
that's what
it
I
was
like
it was a
about
good
literally
speech.
crying.
Yeah, it really got to me on that one.
I know.
And he's just so dedicated to what team he's with, and he's just on it.
He's more than about winning. He cares about his guys. He cares about the locker room. But he does want to win, but he's more than just winning. He's not just like, oh yeah, we won, let's go. We win, you deserve this. But if we lose, we're going to work harder for it
Yeah,
type of guy.
and he said it. Look at our record last year. That's your motivation.
Yeah, that is your motivation right there.
It don't matter. It don't matter if we
Said
lost
I cry
by
every time.
Yeah, if it don't matter if we lost by
wins,
less than
man.
one score, by the most in the NFL. No, he's a team that lost by less than 7, the most. We still
Guess
lost.
what? In 10 years,
We
they're
still
gonna look
lost.
at that season and say the Lions won 3 games. They're not going to be looking at it
Yeah,
like the
they're not
Lions
looking back at
barely
all that.
lost all those games.
That's what I'm saying. You can't look at that far. You got to look at our record, and that's got to be your motivation to be great and do
Yep.
better.
Mhm.
And Detroit, I'm sorry,
They
you
got
said
a
not
lot.
gonna be good.
Yeah, I know. I'm not very high on Detroit.
They-
but
they won't be
they got
last in the
so
division.
much good young talent.
They won't be last.
I
in
don't
the
think they
division.
will. No.
No.
I got them third,
Then-
which we're about to talk about after this. But
yeah,
I have him last.
yeah, I got
Oh,
Chicago.
yeah.
Ooh, that is interesting.
That's
That is-
that's
yeah, that's
interesting.
something. I'm about to hear what you
Yeah,
have to
we
say about
definitely
that
gonna
when
have
we
to
get
talk
to
about
that.
that. But I just think that the Lions
Because
got
Detroit
a lot
got a
of
lot of talent, like you're saying.
they got a lot of young talent that's very motivated. Amon Ra literally looked in the camera off his dome, named every college player and where they went to school, and where they got drafted.
That's
Ahead of
called.
all
That's
of
the
them.
motivation.
That's the
dude.
motivation that
You
they
want
need.
on your team.
They want. He's so good.
He's good.
I like
He's highly
him. I like
underrated.
him. I like him a lot. I
He
think
is.
he's gonna be great.
I totally agree with that.
I
He is
think-
underrated.
I think
He's
part
gonna
of
be
it
great.
too is like I feel like if the Lions definitely had a better quarterback, like
Yeah.
they'd go much further.
Dude,
Yeah.
they need to get rid of Jared Goff, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I am not a Jared Goff believer. That man is one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
I think it was that defense that carried them to that Super Bowl against the Patriots. I mean, and Todd Gurley. I mean, they had a pretty.
Todd Gurley, that was my
Todd Gurley,
He
dude.
won me some money.
That's what I'm saying. Like before he got injured, when you look at his stats, the kid, he was unbelievable.
oh my God, I seen this tweet the other day. It said,
Unbelievable.
I almost want to find it, but it'll probably take me a minute, so I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But it said the most rushing yards since 2016. Todd Gurley's number 2, and he literally hasn't played in 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And he's still number 2. Still.
That's how
What?
that's how Ladainian Tomlinson was. He was a touchdown scoring machine.
Yes, he was.
Oh, LT's
LT was like he was always
one of the best ever.
man.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm not gonna
Off
get into
track.
that. I'll track.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that point out now.
But yeah, I think Dan Campbell's a great coach.
He
and
is.
I think they got that great young talent. I don't know. I think they're going to be a little better than last year. Like Hutchinson, Jameson Williams, Swift, Amon Ra, Penny Sewell, Jeff Okudah. That's like, whoa.
Oh, that is who I want to see
Jeff
this year.
Okudah.
Jeff Okudah.
Yeah. Jeff Okudah. He's really good. I think he's going to be really good.
People don't think
He did good
he's
last
good.
year. He did good last year.
It's just because injuries are taking him. But before that injury, you got to look at it. He was at least an average corner.
And I think Swift is. If you don't have him top 10
Oh,
running
man.
backs, you're clueless.
Yeah, he's very impressive. Very impressive. And also, who I turned you on to, I feel like, the tight end.
T.J. Hockenson. I really do. I really like Hockenson.
He's so good.
I like Hockenson, but it was just. What?
Yeah.
No.
All right,
No.
we're gonna have to do a segment
No.
with top five in each position or something.
No.
I want to see what his top fives are in each position because he puts Hockenson top 5. That's crazy.
I don't think he's top 5.
I gotta think it through now. I'm like, hold on.
Travis, this is my top 5. I know it. Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Darren Waller, and
No.
who's 4? I don't know.
To me,
it's his 5. And
Yeah, well, the 5 you can arguably put anywhere.
Yeah.
Except for Darren Waller, top 2. I don't put him in top 2, but Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews.
Man, yeah.
Mark
yeah,
Andrews.
I totally
That's
correct
who it was.
myself.
Travis
yeah.
Kelce, George
Never
Kittle,
mind.
Mark Andrews.
That's what
Darren
Travis
Waller,
Kelce.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, but
That's mine.
T.J. Hockenson.
I
mine right
apologize.
there.
Like,
Top
you would-
6.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know. You can argue that 6 spot.
Yeah.
But, like, to me, Kyle Pitts, man, he's going to be something.
Yeah.
He's going to be something.
Yeah.
He's like a receiver.
Yeah, and they're going to have to double him.
Yeah, Pitts is like a receiver. He's really good.
Pitts is so fast. He's too fast for linebackers, and corners aren't big enough.
No.
Yeah.
They just aren't. He's gonna.
That's what I'm saying. He's
I'm not gonna
definitely
lie.
be- He's definitely going to be something.
He could be Tony Gonzalez type.
It's just really...
I think
I
he
like
could.
that.
I think he could be one of.
Yeah, I like that.
I think he could be one of the best tight ends.
I'm just saying,
Really.
yeah, because
I
that's
think
what
he really
Gonzalez
could.
is. Gonzalez, that's what he is, you know. One of
That's
the
what
best
I'm
ever.
saying.
So
It's either him or Gronk.
we'll have to see if he goes his career with no injuries, he'll be up there.
Mm-hmm.
He'll definitely
Yeah.
be up there.
I think that the Lions need to move on after this year. Once Jared Goff shows
Yes.
he's not the guy.
No, I think this is Jared Goff's last year.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think the Lions are going to sneak their way into a top 5 pick again.
Yeah, and that's going to be their pick. Is going to be a quarterback.
And they'll probably, if Bryce Young declares, but that's another day. I think if Bryce Young falls, I feel like if Bryce Young falls to Detroit, that's who they're going to take. Undoubtedly.
Like Aiden Hutchinson, dude.
He is so good.
He's a baller, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're building their team. They got some good weapons.
And in the Hard Knocks where it showed Hockenson go Chip Hutchinson.
Oh,
he's
it
like,
almost took him down.
He's
You
like,
see
you
that?
mother.
Yeah,
Got him. Caught him. That was his welcome to the NFL.
Caught him off guard.
And, that
And they told him to do
Campbell-
that too.
Yeah, the reporter asked Campbell about it, and Campbell was like, "No, this is welcome."
I feel like they gave Detroit Hard Knocks because of Dan Campbell.
I think they did as well.
Because the way he was last year in his interviews on them losses, the heart he had in his conversations.
Yeah, like you could just
Of his
tell
life.
he's so mad, like
And
just
he
wanted to
knows
win.
that they could be better.
Yeah, he
and
knows.
all that. That's
He
why I think
believes.
they gave him
He
Hard
really
Knocks.
believes in them dudes.
And if
He
he would've been
he
fired,
believes
you have
in
to.
Jared Goff. He
Yeah.
really does. Which I mean, obviously,
You have to.
yeah, I know.
That's
he
your
has to.
quarterback, man. I mean,
You can't be like, I don't believe in him.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's not.
Let's go to the. I guess let's talk about the NFC North then. Since we're on the line.
All
you
right.
want to start it off
Let's
with
start with
yours?
the North. All right, I'll start with mine.
Hold on, we're doing NFC North, right?
Yes, sir. I'll start with mine. So I believe the Vikings and Packers will have the same record at 11-6, but I believe that the Vikings will be first in the division with more division wins. I think they're gonna have more division wins. So I think the Vikings will be first. It pains me to say, obviously, as a Packer, it pains me to say that. That's what I gotta say.
You can't be biased, though. You gotta be truthful.
No. I'm not
That's
gonna be
what I-
biased.
I'm not gonna be biased
I
either.
won't be biased at all.
I agree with you. Like, I have the Vikings at 11-6, but I have the Packers barely beating them at 12-5 and winning the NFC North.
You know, with Aaron Rodgers, you really can.
Yeah.
But just it's
Gotta count him out.
I think to me, it depends on how soon David Bakhtiari comes back, and if anyone steps up, someone's got to step up.
Oh, Elgin Jenkins is back. That kid is.
Oh, yeah, I know.
he's a
Oh,
monster.
yeah, oh, yeah.
He said it
Oh, yeah.
on his thing. He's like, I don't know, put me in center, left guard, right tackle. I'll play wherever I can
Yeah,
play
he's a
wherever.
beast.
And then when we had our injuries, he'd bounce on that line, and that wherever he played, he did his job.
Yeah.
So when Bakhtiari comes back, he's not gonna get touched back there.
No, he's not. That's
He's
what I'm
not.
saying. And you know, he's questionable to come back this year. He's hopeful.
And then the draft pick they picked, that Zach Tom.
Yeah.
he's looking like.
Better than Trevor Penning.
Right, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna look. I think their offensive line's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
And if you give Rodgers time, it's. I don't care who's out there, the receiver.
Right. Well, I got my number 3 as the Lions at 6-11, which are over under 6.5. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And I got the Bears 4-13. So I got 11-6, 11-6, but Vikings take the cake, and then Lions 6-11, Bears 4-13.
So you got the Bears losing the division.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
yeah.
the Bears are going to be the 4th worst team in the league.
The 4th worst?
Mm-hmm.
I'm high on Justin Fields. That's why I gave them
Top 4, top 5.
That's why I gave them like a good
Top 4 worst teams.
That's why I gave them a decent record at 7-10 because I'm so high on.
Ooh,
I'm high
okay.
on Justin.
So you
Fields.
have the line. What? So say yours now.
I have.
Yeah, let him go through
I
his.
have Packers first at 12-5, then Vikings at 11-6, and then Bears at 7-10, and the Lions at 5-12. Because they versed the. Because I think the Bears could beat all the teams in the NFC East. I think if they really could, I think if they really tried, they could. But
That offensive line. Can you name a player?
nah, I can't. But I'm just saying, man.
That's what I'm saying.
There it is, ding, ding, ding.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah,
Justin
I'm not-
Fields, he's quick.
I like-
He ain't that quick.
I
But
mean, I'm not. I like Justin.
I
Fields.
love Justin Fields.
I know, but
I
you
like
should.
Justin
love
Fields.
him. I think
Darnell Mooney. Oh my lord.
Yeah,
he's
That
so
kid,
good. Did you
he's
see
so
that
good.
catch? Oh my
that
God,
catch,
that-
yeah.
He caught it, then still win, bro.
and those catches he was making in preseason too.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I mean, you got Komet too.
Yeah.
Komet, yeah, people are really high on him. A lot of fantasy guys are really high on him.
They are hiring
People
him
are
on
like,
tight ends.
Cole Komet is the most underrated player. Going
Well, they're
in
saying he could
fantasy.
be a good fantasy sleeper if all the good ones are gone.
Yeah.
Like if Kelsey goes off, Kittle goes off, and you ain't got a tight end, they're saying Komet, go snag him up.
Personally, me, it's not to be biased and everything, but I think Hayden Hurst is going to be better than Cole Kmet. I think Cole Kmet's not going to produce that much for them.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
We're going to see, though, but
Yeah, I hear you.
I like Hayden Hurst, but
yeah.
we're gonna have to see about that.
Yeah.
But I do like Cole Kmet though.
Mhm.
And I don't think he's gonna be as high as people are on him either.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's bad at all.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna produce a decent amount. He's gonna be probably their second or third option. Who else besides Mooney? I think Mooney's their guaranteed one, but
Byron Pringle's their second.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Pringle. It was between Pringle and Kmet. That's who I'm looking at as their number 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
And then
I
there's
just don't know why the Bears, now that thing, I don't know why they went wide receiver in the draft. Not try to pick up a good lineman. Like,
Yeah.
even in the later
I
rounds.
feel like
that was the mistake the Bengals made.
Yeah.
on what?
Not draft. They didn't draft enough linemen when we drafted Burrow. Like we knew that we had a bad line.
And put him out there, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
And when he got hurt,
I was so.
I'm
upset.
not even, I can't even say what I really said. I couldn't. I was so shook when I seen that. I was like, "There's no way."
Yeah, this generational guy just really got hurt like that.
Like, I couldn't believe
Because
it.
he was playing so good. Like, even though we weren't winning many games, he was playing so good.
You can't even blame it on the offense. The offense put up points, the defense couldn't hold nothing.
Nope.
Because when we drafted, they're like, there's people telling him, don't go there. Don't go there.
Carson Palmer. Like,
Yeah, they that's what they bring up. They keep bringing up, like, these good quarterbacks go there and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
That's why I like Joe. He has that different mindset. He has
did.
that mentality that knows, like, if I get hurt, I'm still going to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, I love
All
it.
right, we're getting off topic. What's
Yeah.
yours, Donnie? What's yours?
Okay, my NFC North. I'm with you. I got down here Packers at 12-5, but
Yeah.
when I went back over it, I got Packers and Vikings both at 11-6.
Yeah. It's just really hard to say.
Which it is, but I
Yeah, it is hard.
I got the Packers overcoming them at the 11-6.
Yeah.
So I still got to win in the NFC North, but I got them both at 11-6. I got Lions at 7 wins. I got them winning 7.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just think,
I think they're gonna get around that 6-7 mark.
yeah.
That's why I
Because
put them at
they're
6.
over under 6.5.
Yeah.
Ain't it?
Yeah, 6.5. I got it right here. 6.5.
6.5. And
I think the Vikings over and under is a little low.
but if you're gonna make a bet on that, don't bet the Lions because I feel like it's so close to that 6.5. It
Yeah,
could
it's going to be right
7.
around there.
Like,
it could be 6, 7. I think it could even be 8. It could
but
even
Bears
be
to me,
like
5
you said.
wins. 5 wins, Bears.
I have the Bears 4.
I got them at 5 wins. I did give them 5 wins, but they are going to lose that.
I think 6.5 is a good over/under if you want to bet that under.
Yeah.
I
think that's a
good
good under bet.
I think the under is good on the Bears.
And I believe the Vikings.
He don't like the under on the Bears.
I'm definitely an over guy on that one.
Yeah, but there's
It's a tough one. For you. Probably.
There's analysts putting Vikings at 13-4.
Yeah, I think that's like a little bit of a stretch.
That's a little stretch. It's a little stretch.
I think they're gonna do good, but I think like
They could do it though.
Yeah.
With this NFC, man, if all of them dudes step up, they could do it. Kirk is good.
Dude.
I will argue.
That's what I can
Kirk
say.
is good.
He's good.
That's all I can say too.
I
But I
wanna-
will argue it. He's not bad.
Kirk is a really good quarterback. I will not disagree.
He just added the really.
Yeah, you did add the
really
really.
good.
You did add the really.
I think he really is.
No, he is a good
good.
quarterback.
He is good,
He
for
is a
sure.
good
I think
quarterback.
he gets too much hate.
He does
He
get
gets
too much
way
hate.
too much hate, man.
And to me, it's like I feel like I see Kurt and Dak really do good in the regular season. Like they'll get a lot of like fantasy points, but when it really comes to really good teams and the clutch shit
They choke.
stuff, that they will. They're like the same. They just can't get that clutch win. They can't.
Yeah, no.
But you know,
His-
Kurt's good.
His
Dak's
stat
good.
is crazy in the
Yeah,
prime
that's what
time.
I'm saying. There's average in my opinion.
I like
And
that.
you have a lot of arguments back and forth with that.
Yeah.
But
You do. A lot of
You don't
people think-
see nobody putting Kurt in the top 10 quarterbacks in the league.
No,
I think
but
he's
you.
top
s-
15.
But you see a lot of these
I think
analysts
he's a
putting
top
Dak.
15, top 20.
Like you see a lot of these analysts putting Dak in the top 10, and
I don't
to me,
think that, no.
I don't think he's a top 10.
I think he's
Sorry.
11.
11.
I have him at here. I'll look at mine real quick. I have him at where are we at? Dak. Yeah, I got Dak at 12 on mine. So I think he's right outside top 10.
Because before he got hurt that year, come on, he had the most passing yards in the league. Mm-hmm. And I mean, don't get me wrong, he also had a great wide receiver core, but still, you can't take away he can get the ball to the receiver, but
He can't create. The problem with Kirk is this is the problem why he's not elite. He can't create his own plays. You see Mahomes and Allen, all these dudes. These dudes can create plays.
Yeah.
They create plays themselves.
Yeah.
You see them rerouting guys doing their own stuff. The Kirk don't do all that.
no.
Kirk's not doing all that. You see Burrow doing what he does. Allen, all these dudes do what they do. Rodgers, I just don't think he can't do that spot. That's what he's missing on. He's missing on that little. I think the X factor. The X factor to.
I agree.
But I think he's. He brought them to the NFC Championship before.
Yeah, but
That was with Diggs.
The Minneapolis Miracle.
yeah,
that was a miracle. That
Yeah.
was a miracle.
that right there, I couldn't believe.
I watched that in
Yeah.
Applebee's I was eating Applebee's for the first time.
Marcus Williams. Marcus Williams, head tackle. That's crazy.
Yeah, he literally just put his head down and just missed him completely. All you gotta do is tap him right there. Game
And that was a good
over.
pickup by the Ravens, I think.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They solidified their safeties.
Yeah, Ravens defense.
But
is
you
gonna be
really
tough
think
now.
that the Lions are gonna be worse than the Bears?
I
I think that's not even happening at all.
I know, but
think that's
when
possible.
like the point I can see him.
I don't
saying,
even
like,
think it's
the,
possible.
The Lions, I don't think it's possible.
I swear.
For some reason, they
Hey, that's
find
what-
ways. They find ways to lose, dude. They
Who, the
find
Lions?
ways. Yeah, the Lions.
They did
Their
it in week
defense-
1 of preseason. They did it in week 1 of preseason.
Their defense is good, but I just think when it comes to a good offense, because they verse very tough teams. The NFC North versus some good teams.
They do. They really do.
But-
Remember that.
I think some of them teams' offense are just going to overpower the Lions' defense. And I think the Bears have them, well, since the Bears just lost Khalil Mack, but I still think the Bears have them leaders in them that will maybe get them to 7 wins.
Who are the leaders though? Like, I
Eddie
don't know.
Jackson, bro. Jalen Johnson. I think they're two really solidifying guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it's just not going to be enough.
Yeah.
The Lions play they play the AFC East.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think the AFC South as well.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. They don't
It's
play
hard to
super
say.
tough teams, They don't play.
Yeah, because when the Lions, they play Jaguars.
They play the
they'll beat
NFC.
The Texans.
They play the NFC East and they play the AFC East.
Speaking of the NFC East, you wanna
Want
Get
to
us
switch it
kicked
on?
off?
Get us kicked off on the NFC East. All right, so this
Hold
is
on. Which one? The East?
NFC East.
Man.
This is our other NFC.
Oh Lord, this one will be good.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be talking about this. For
I think I got this one.
No,
Yeah.
you want to start?
No, I'm just saying. I think I got.
I just
a good
think that
argument
I got a
on
pretty
these ones.
hot take on the NFC East this year.
Here we
Not
go.
many people are gonna agree with me on this, but I got the Eagles winning the division
I can see that.
at
See,
11-6, and then I don't think anyone else in that division is making the playoffs.
ooh,
I got
yeah,
Dallas.
that's a good one.
I got Dallas. I got Dallas 9-8, and I got Washington 6-11, and I think the Giants are going to be one of the 3 worst teams in football
Yeah.
at 3-14. They have the Giants over under at 7, which
I think.
I
You gotta
know
take
everyone's healthy. I know Tony's healthy. I know Saquon's healthy. They got these good
but
guys.
they can't do it by themselves.
But dude, I don't know. I don't think I'm not a believer in Daniel Jones.
Who did the
I'm not a
Who did the
believer
Giants draft
in their
first round?
offense or defense?
And when the receiver.
K'Von
Thibodeau,
I
and
can't
Evan
say
Neal.
it. Yeah, Thibodeau. And Evan Neal. And Evan Neal was
Yeah.
getting slaughtered in preseason against third stringers. Not good. He did not look good. Now, it was week 1. It was.
We
week
did say that same thing about Jamar Chase, though. Like his drops.
That's
like,
true.
contributing
I didn't
factor.
say that about Jamar Chase. I
People-
knew he was
other
going to be
people
good.
did that.
But other people did say that.
Like after
No.
like week 6, he had like the most drops in the league.
Yeah. Chase
Jamar
did
Chase,
have a lot of drops.
Then after that,
He said he was done, man.
He just
went crazy.
he went crazy, right?
I just think that the NFC East plays a lot of tough competition this year. They do. They play literally the whole AFC West.
Oh,
Which
That's their
that's another day.
That's
but
their
Yeah.
that's their AFC
that division is gonna be crazy.
That's their AFC division.
I think-
they get to go
Yeah.
against.
They gotta go against the West, and that's just
I know, but I think the NFC is too much of a cakewalk for the Cowboys to miss the playoffs. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like,
All right, before
I-
we talk about it,
and
before
honestly,
we talk about it, say
I'm gonna be
yours,
honest.
say
I
yours.
agree with that. I really do.
I-
The
I-
NFC just
I
not
think-
tough enough.
I think that last spot's going to be fought between the Cardinals, Dallas, and New Orleans and the 49ers.
I can see that, and I really do.
That's going to be those last spots, in my opinion. But before we talk, I want to hear yours.
All right,
before
so
we
I
get
had the
into it.
Cowboys at 11-6 because, as I said, I think it's too much of a cakewalk for them not to make it. But I kind of agree with you. I do agree with you. I think the Eagles can win that division. I have them at 10-7, but I can see where you say 11-6. But the Commanders were the same with 6-11. I think the Giants are going to be one of the worst teams as well. 4-13.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Giants are poor Giants.
Okay, so the Cowboys play the NFC South. This through the NFC East plays. The NFC South, the AFC North, and they play the NFC West, and they play the AFC East.
Okay.
I think the Cowboys can still just somehow do it. But with the Eagles is Jalen Hurts is going to be their deciding factor. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking Jalen
I
Hurts.
think Jalen Hurts is going to
Yeah.
blow up as well.
I think
I
he's
think
gonna blow
Jalen
up.
Hurts is great. I really like Jalen Hurts a lot.
Yeah, he can move, and he's got the receivers out there. Everybody wants to put
Everyone
down.
hates on Jalen Rieger.
They do want to hate on Jalen Rieger. I don't understand why. But this year with AJ Brown, Jalen Rieger, and Devontae Smith,
That's crazy.
and they got it.
And they're learning from AJ Brown. Really, like
Mhm.
Devonta Smith's going to learn from AJ Brown. AJ Brown's going to make them guys better.
Oh yeah,
Very
And
good.
AJ Brown is a beast. And they were number one already. They were number one last year, the whole NFL in rush yards. So
That's what I'm saying. They
When
got
you-
the weapons, man. They're going to win that.
when you got the number one rushing
me.
offense, and you add AJ Brown, and you have all your players developing, and that defense is.
They
filthy.
added James Bradbury. That was such a good
Yes.
add.
Oh my
Bradbury.
God. And they already have big play Slay. There he is.
Yeah.
Slay.
Yeah, that's
their
what
team
that
is
was my whole
nuts.
thing.
And
about
adding
them.
Jordan
Their
Davis.
team's nuts, dude.
Jordan Davis.
That's what I'm
Fletcher
saying.
Cox,
Fletcher.
Brandon
Oh my
Graham.
God.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
D-line's nasty.
They
It's
just
nasty.
added another
nasty.
offensive or outside linebacker too. I can't remember his name, but he's. I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry,
I didn't. Who? They added another outside linebacker.
but yeah, they did from I think it was maybe Miami. I can't remember, but he's good.
Well, you can look that up while I give my take.
Yeah,
on
yeah. You give
on
your
my
take.
East.
I'll look this up real quick.
On my East. I got Eagles winning at 12-5.
Oh yeah, I like that.
I got Eagles winning at 12-5. I think they're sleepers. To me, they're my NFC sleepers. I could see the Eagles slipping in to the championship, an NFC championship game. I could see them slipping into it.
You know who else they drafted?
Who?
Jordan Davis and Nakobe Dean.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But the linebacker I was talking about was Kaiser White. He
Yep.
was on the
Yeah.
Chargers last year.
Yeah.
He's now on the Eagles.
That's a great addition.
And that is
That's
a
what I'm
great
saying. Like,
addition.
they just keep adding players, and to me, I think they 12-5.
Yeah.
I got the Eagles winning that division, man. I
What,
really
what do you have them at 11?
I got them at 11-6, and I got Dallas at 9-8.
I got Dallas at 11-6 with him. I'm with him on that.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm on the same take. I'm on the same take as him because the NFC to me is just not. To me, it's weak right now,
Right.
and like their offensive linemen are back for Dallas, and I just see them. I don't see them losing more than 11. I'm sorry, but anyways, I got Eagles winning it and Dallas 11-6. Dallas to me will make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I feel like they would definitely be in the playoffs.
I just think that, okay, so this is why I think Dallas ain't going to make the playoffs. I think that the Rams, Tampa Bay, Vikings, and Eagles, that's my division winners. I think they're winning the divisions. And I think those wild card spots, I don't think that Dallas is going to be better than the Packers or the 49ers. And then I think that number 7 spot is up between the Saints, Cardinals, and Dallas. And I think the Saints are going to show why they're serious, man.
They should have been a
They're
playoff
tough.
team last
Why
year.
they should have been a playoff team last year, exactly.
I agree
I
with
think
that.
they're gonna win that 7th spot, and I
Yeah,
got the
'cause to
Cardinals
me-
and Dallas outside.
Because to me, I don't got the Saints making it. Not even. But we'll get to that when we go to that.
They got a
division.
top 3 defense, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That
But,
Tyrann Matthew addition was good.
yeah,
All
that was
right,
good.
but you got me.
But I have Giants and Commanders at the same at 5-12.
You got them both
Yeah.
at 5-12.
I got both at 5-12.
I mean, yeah.
And to me, like everybody wants to like the Commanders. Oh, man, they got weapons, but
They do.
I'm not a fan of Carson Wentz. I'm sorry.
I'm not. I think
I
that-
loved him when he was with the Eagles, and he was like an MVP candidate.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt.
He was.
And he really carried the Eagles, and he was throwing balls that, I mean, he was looking at. I mean, I was really impressed with him, and I liked him a lot.
He was
But I
running
swear,
like Cam Newton.
Yeah, ever since them injuries.
He really was.
Yeah, he was. Ever since them injuries, he just not been.
I
not
remember
been the
watching
same.
one
He's not
clip.
been the
I
same.
remember watching one clip. Carson Wentz rolling out outside. He's running, doesn't even hesitate. Linebacker just ran him over. I'm like, he just ran
Yeah.
over a linebacker.
I mean,
I think that Washington is the iffiest team in the league for me.
Yes.
Because their roster is so good, in my opinion. Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson.
Curtis Samuel coming
Yeah,
back.
he's really
Yeah.
good. Chase Young, beast. I think
Yeah,
their
their
defense. Their defense was what was it ranked like top 7 last year?
yeah, it was
something
in
like
there.
that.
It was somewhere in there. I don't know exactly.
With a top 7 defense,
They need to do better with their corners.
what
though.
they needed was a quarterback,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Mhm. Heineke wasn't gonna cut it for him.
and they got Wentz, which obviously they wanted Watson, they wanted Deshawn Watson bad. They were in that talk with Deshaun Watson, but the Browns just had an offer that they couldn't beat, and they got stuck with Wentz. And I don't think they're going to be with the Wentz much longer if he doesn't take. I think this is, you talk about QBs that are make or break this year, Carson Wentz. I think he's the
I can
number
see it.
one. I think
Yeah,
he's
he's
the number one. If he does not take Washington to the playoffs, he needs to leave. They
He's
have
not going to.
and that's what I obviously have him at 6 wins.
Yeah,
That's what
I only got him to 5. They're not
I
making
wouldn't
playoffs.
say he's number one. I'd say 2 was number 1 for me. But I definitely.
But I like
think
Washington's little rookie they got.
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
You go with Howell.
Not
After
this
the
year.
season. After the season.
Oh, yeah.
You go with
You got to
Howell
go
after
with
the
Wentz
season.
this year. You got to get Sam.
Which I think-
just don't think you can't bring Sam Howell right now.
My first reaction to Sam Howell was, oh my God, he had a great training camp, great first preseason. And then I really started evaluating, I really was looking, I rewatched that preseason and the highlights, and some of those throws were off.
Yeah.
Some of them were off. There was one throw where he threw it to the dude up the sidelines, and everyone's like, oh my God, Sam Howell beautiful pass, and he dropped it because the receiver dropped the pass. He should have caught it. But with any good corner, that's an interception. He underthrew him, and he had to stop, and he was like this, and the corner jumped like 6 seconds too early. And I was watching a breakdown of it, and it shows the ball, literally, it looks like the ball's in the corner's hands. It literally looks like it's in the corner's hands. Any good corner, I think that's a pick.
Yeah.
But, you know, he's a rookie. He wasn't a high draft pick. It's not like he should be playing like Joe Burrow or Justin Herbert, you know. Justin Herbert he's crazy good. But
He's really good.
I'm not going to talk about that. But,
I hate saying it, but for some reason, when I see MVP, I see Justin Herbert.
Me too. I can see that.
I really do. I'm sorry, Joe Burrow. I love you. But Justin Herbert, I don't know what it is, man. I can see him. I can see him winning it this year.
I think it's between him, Burrow, and Allen this year.
Yep.
I think them three are top candidates. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's the MVP, not, you know, a quarterback award. But come on, it's a quarterback award. You got to be Adrian Peterson if you want it to be a quarterback award. Jonathan Taylor, with the numbers he had, wasn't even a top 3 candidate.
Yeah, I know, and you
can't have a better year than that.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp wasn't near a candidate of the MVP, and he won Triple Crown. He got Offensive Player of the Year. Like, that's kind of a
if you look back at the
smack in
history,
the head.
if you look back at the history of when they doing the rewards, MVP is 90% quarterback.
Oh yeah, it's always
95
cool.
probably.
Lawrence Taylor had to be a dog to win that, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's like the best defense player ever, though.
Yeah, like ever, I'd probably say.
Yeah, like, you know, that's a different situation.
Yeah, that's a different story.
But the Giants, I think the Giants have. I want to talk about the Giants. I think that they have a lot of really good young guys, but the thing they're missing. I mean, I think obviously they're missing defense, but I think the biggest piece.
What young guys? Which ones you talking about?
Tony, I really like Tony.
Yeah, Kadarius Tony.
I do like Saquon. Like, his rookie year was crazy. He's got to stay healthy. He has to.
They gotta improve on the offensive line.
They
man.
do. They're trying. They really did. They got 2 of them this year. They had what 3 picks in the first round this year.
Yeah.
They got Thibodeau, Neal, and they got another offensive lineman.
Yeah, I'm not sure who it was, but
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, I don't see him doing nothing. So.
No, I don't see him. I don't see him doing nothing. I just think they need. I think they need a QB. I really think Daniel Jones is horrible.
Like to me, if I'm the Giants, why not go after Garoppolo?
Why not?
Why not go snag Jimmy? I think Jimmy's better than Daniel Jones.
See, that's the thing I was saying.
And if you get like a healthy Galladay back,
Yeah.
and Kadarius Tony,
Galladay is healthy, but I think Galladay is. Yeah, I don't know. I think he's.
he had his best year with who?
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford. His best year his ever in NFL is Matthew Stafford.
Loves Matthew Stafford.
Oh, dude, he's a beast. Fastest quarterback to 50,000 yards in NFL history.
Yeah.
Like,
No matter who won the Super Bowl, he was happy.
I wanted to see Stafford win one, but I didn't want to see him beat the
Against
Bengals.
us, yeah.
When I watched the Bengals lose the Super Bowl,
I was devastated.
I was in tears for how long? Like 40 minutes. I couldn't even move from my chair. I couldn't stop crying. I didn't know what to do. Like,
Man, I almost punched a hole in Adam's wall. Dude, that was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It was definitely
Heartbreaker.
it was a heartbreaker, but I'm not unsatisfied with our season at all.
No, you can be. I'm not unsatisfied either.
You know, I'm very happy with how we did and how far we went. And
I'm glad we actually took into consideration Joe Burrow this year.
finally broke the losing playoff streak. That was terrible. I'm glad we broke that. But I feel like our team is young, and you're going to see a lot of us.
Yeah, a lot of years.
You're going to see a lot of us.
For sure. We
The
definitely got a lot of
Bengals,
years.
I don't see them going anywhere anytime soon.
We're not the same team. We're a different team.
Yes.
So with the
And when Burrow got hurt, everybody's like, fire Zach Taylor. I was getting so sick of hearing fire Zach
You
Taylor.
can't blame him. I mean, he's a new coach. He's trying to bring in all
I'm
the
still
players.
I'm still not 100% sold on Taylor yet, to be honest. He made a lot of questionable decisions last season. A lot of them.
He's a young coach, so I feel like
He is a young coach.
Okay, but I feel like last season we were just so focused on Burrow's injury that we
Yeah.
really couldn't unleash the offense that we wanted.
But you know what killed me was coming into last year. They didn't improve the offensive line that good
Nope.
after Burrow's injury.
We added Riley Reef.
I was so upset. You had Riley Reef and he got hurt quick. So now we still had one of the worst offensive lines for our franchise quarterback after that injury. To me,
Yeah,
I was
it was
real upset about that.
Yeah, it was pretty.
But
pretty upset.
I think they're focused on the line now for the years to come because they seen what he could do with one of the worst lines. Now, what can he do with one of the best lines? Mm-hmm. And you ain't gonna find a trio of wide receivers better than ours in the NFL.
No.
Not at all.
You cannot name one team in the NFL that's better than the Bengals' 3 receivers. You can't. And you can argue with the 2, with Higgins and Chase, with Godwin and Evans. You can make that argument with
Bucks
that.
receiving
But
core is deep.
they are deep.
They're very deep.
They're deeper than
So
ours.
You can argue it against us, I think.
But their top 3 ain't better than our top 3.
Yeah.
Even though they got 5 good ones. But their top
A lot
3
of
ain't
good
better than our
ones.
top 3. They're just not.
So with the NFC East and North, we all came to a consistent on the East that the Giants are going to be the worst team.
Yes.
Yeah. Sadly, but yeah.
I think we were all.
And
pretty-
then the East we were pretty clear, except
Yeah, I got Eagles winning it. Oh, you had Cowboys winning it.
Yeah.
You got Cowboys winning
we
it.
all
Still
agree that
11
the
and
Eagles and
6.
Cowboys will be top 2
Yeah.
teams in that division.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, to me that's like an obvious thing, especially with the Giants and Commanders being.
I just don't see I don't see Dallas getting 10 games. I don't see them making the playoffs this season, sadly.
Yeah,
Not
man.
the biggest believer, man. I'm sorry. I really like their defense, and they're really young, like Micah Parsons, beast. Trayvon Diggs, I think he's a little overrated,
Just
honestly.
a little.
yeah, I think he's overrated for sure. You look at him in training camp, he's getting burnt by a receiver. That you can't even say their names. Straight burnt. And it's not just one clip that goes viral. It's multiple.
Yeah, I know, but overrated is a little harsh. I mean,
People were saying he's a top corner in the league. He's not. He's not.
Look, I understand he got 11 interceptions, but he gave up 1,100 yards.
yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of yards, man. How much did Jalen Ramsey give up this year? Look at that. Probably a few hundred.
Yeah.
Cheetah Bay gave up less than him, though. Cheetah
Oh,
Bay,
yeah.
he's a dog, man.
That's what I'm saying. See, you're saying Eli Apple's better than him. That's an AFC North video.
Oh man, that's
But-
funny. So you got Vikings and you got Eagles. I got Cowboys and Eagles, and
I got Cowboys and Packers.
yeah, I'm Packers and Eagles.
For sure. I'm Vikings and Eagles.
But the Packers and Vikings, man, I got them both 11-6, and I just think that's the divisions. Packers ain't losing to the Vikings, dude. Packers ain't losing that division to the Vikings, even though they got really good weapons.
I know that's how it feels. You want to just say that, but
But they had them weapons last year, didn't they? What new weapons is so great that's different than last year? None.
Head coach.
Head coach.
their head coach is
Man,
different.
don't
Za'Darius
Mike Zimmer is a great coach. I don't care.
defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Not
I
a
think he's
great
a better
head coach.
coordinator than
He's a good defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Not a good head coach.
Yeah, I don't know about
That's
that.
why their
Bengals
offense
bias
wasn't
coming
that
out.
good. Their defense was good.
That's
but
Bengals love coming out right there.
I liked him when he was on the Bengals.
Yeah.
I know he did. He always Mike Zimmer. That was the dumbest decision Bengals ever did. Let's get rid of Mike Zimmer.
Well, Zimmer wanted to see what he
He
could
was
do.
a defensive mind.
Yeah, he just wanted to go out and see what he could do. He got the offer, so why not? There's a reason why he got the offer.
Yeah.
Because how good he did with us. You see what I'm saying?
He took him.
He's not a bad coach. But a head coach, I can see what you're saying, yeah.
He needs to just be a defensive coordinator,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I agree.
Marvin Lewis should have never switched from being a defensive coordinator. Ever. Marvin Lewis.
Don't say that to Tommy.
Yeah. Marvin Lewis, if you ever hear this, I got your autograph one time. I met you 3 or 4 times, but sorry, man, I just really don't like you. You're a great defensive mind, just head coach. You gave me a lot of
He was with the
disappointing
Ravens
years.
when the Ravens won the Super Bowl.
That's
Yeah.
it. The best defense of all time, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed defense was Marvin Lewis was the defensive coordinator. He put that together. He's always been good at that. He always did.
He's always been good at bringing good players in.
Yeah, bringing good players in, like Green.
But it's the...
He, again,
not winning the
that
playoffs.
X Factor thing, like of McVay. Like, dude, I love McVay.
McVay's a really good coach.
He's a really, really good coach.
That's just crazy. 2 years he made the Super Bowl, and like he's the youngest coach to do it.
Yeah, he's like what is he, like 32, 35?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's pretty young.
Hey, but it was pretty cool knowing that like Zach Taylor got to face Sean McVay in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that was...
2 youngest coaches.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And he just left the Rams to come to us.
Yeah.
So I was like, ooh, these two. And if Aaron Donald wasn't so good... And get that sack on Burrow at the end. Chase had Ramsey.
Chase had Ramsey.
Chase has Ramsey's number.
I think he does too, man.
So does T.
I think that Ramsey knows that too. I think he definitely...
He just need like 2 more seconds.
He even said it. He said Jamar's definitely a top receiver, but he can't include him in his top 5 because there's so many better ones, he said. But he said, I'm not going to leave
It's
out
because...
Jamar.
Yeah, well.
He definitely got the best of him that game. He really
I think
did.
we have 2 top 10 wide receivers, undoubtedly. I think we do.
I don't think Higgins is a top 10 receiver at all, but I think he's a top 20.
I mean, you get 1,000 yards, like 1,085 yards on like without
I will put
5
Higgins.
games.
I think that's a little biased, for sure.
No, I'm just saying it might be a little
Top
biased.
10? Come on, man. Top 10. Think about the receivers in the league.
I know it's hard to say, but I'm saying
I put him in the top 15 though. I'd have to go over the list myself,
15.
but
I'm taking
that's
15
on
at
another day, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do our top players another day.
Yeah, another day.
Yeah.
We'll have a segment with
Do it like the
Yeah, we
NFL
can do a
top
segment.
100.
But yeah, we all came to our
conclusions on our
conclusions
Yeah.
on our NFC East, NFC
It was
North.
a good one, man.
Yeah, I think that was a good first episode.
Yes,
Nice
it
thick
is.
first episode.
Yeah, it was. Talked about a lot, covered a lot.
Yeah, an hour.
I'll tell you one thing we didn't cover was Deshawn Watson.
Did
And
we
he-
save that?
We can close it out with that.
Yeah, let's
we all know about Deshaun. We can close it out with that.
I think he should have got a year and 20 mil, like I told Nate earlier.
20 mil. I think 20 mil is a little excessive, but the year should have been.
No, I'm just saying, I don't think it's excessive.
Should have
because
been arrested.
He got a
Yeah.
Should be in jail.
He got a $230 million guarantee contract.
That's so much money, man.
That's so Cleveland now.
That is so Cleveland.
But, and
There's a lot of
then they give him 11
Browns
games.
fans that are mad about
Oh,
that.
he's allowed to come back at the Houston game.
That's what
That's
I
what he
said,
said.
bro.
Like that wasn't set up. Come on.
That's what he said. I think the NFL
Like to
is
me, it
supposed
should have been
to-
a minimum of 12 games.
Yeah.
It should have been a minimum of 12 games.
Should have got the season, man.
But he got 11
Week
games.
13, and your team gonna be.
But
like,
20 mil, that's a little excessive. I think the 5 mil is right.
I think people
But
are
it should have
too
been a
high.
season. Should have been a season with the 5 mil.
I think people are too high on Deshaun Watson.
Look at his
People are
preseason
saying
game.
he's already a top 5, 7.
No, bro. Look at his
quarterback.
preseason game. He
I
played
know, but
against complete.
he did, and he is right. He's got to be rusty. Though.
Right. But
I mean,
that's
he
his
ain't
fault.
he ain't played in almost 2 years. I agree. That's on him. You're right. But he's rusty, and I feel like even when he comes back, because with his suspension, he can't be out there playing, practicing with the team or nothing during the suspension. So now what? You just gonna throw him in there when he comes back on
in
week
their
13?
backyard.
Yeah, like you just gonna throw him in there and take Jacoby that's been in there all season. What if Jacoby has him at 9-2?
I'm not taking him out.
And I'm not saying he will.
Yeah.
But how do you put Deshaun in, who's so rusty and ain't played in almost 2 years, over a guy that's got your team at say 8-3 or 9-2 or 7-4, even at 7-4? Like, how do you just throw him in there and take away Jacoby like that? I don't think you should do
Man,
that.
I guess since we're on the Browns thing, did y'all see what the podcast with Jamar and all them said about Denzel Ward and the Browns?
Yeah, I think that was a little exaggerated, that makes sense. Like, people were definitely overreacting about that.
I think Denzel Ward overreacted the most. Like, Jamar gave him credit and said, yeah, you did your thing, but he did discredit Greg Newsome. He said he's not a bad corner, he's average, but Denzel Ward did his job. But then later that day, Denzel Ward said, okay, and then he posted the clip of him pick sixing it.
Yeah,
like it was
Denzel
Jamar's
Ward
fault.
did post that. He posted a clip of him pick sixing it, but
Blah, blah, blah.
yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. It's a little over exaggerated.
Right.
I don't even.
I'm just saying, if you get credit for something, you should.
That's just the division rivals right there. That's division rivalry coming out. Marlon Humphrey.
But you want to close it up?
Yeah. Outro. So, this was the Thread the Laces first episode. We're going to have to find an official outro, I think. Maybe some outro music.
We'll get it done.
But yeah, we will. That was.
The host knows what's up.
We all host, man. We all host.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good episode.
But yeah, next week. Actually, let's end it with this.
Yeah.
What do you want to? What divisions y'all want to do next week?
I think we should go to the NFC and finish them too.
Finish NFC and talk about that playoff picture.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they got to look forward to next
You
week.
got to look forward to
Going over to South and the West.
NFC South, NFC West,
And probably reviewing the Week 2 preseason games.
Yeah.
reviewing how we like some people after preseason. We're giving it
Yeah,
a
because
couple weeks.
I want to give it a couple of weeks, and then
Yeah,
I want to
for sure.
go over all the rookie quarterbacks and how they've been doing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
for sure.
because Malik Willis, come on,
He was
Dog.
he
He
dog.
was a dog.
But we'll get into that.
Who's Ryan Tannehill?
We don't want to get back in. We can sit here and talk for 3
Ryan
hours,
Tannehill.
so we can't
We
do that.
could talk for a long time,
yeah.
man. That's why you should
so
follow us.
let's save it for our next
Just
week.
follow us on all socials. We got an Instagram, a Twitter, a TikTok, a
Facebook.
Spotify, a YouTube, a
Facebook.
Facebook, everything. We got it all. Follow us on
If y'all need a
everything.
Snapchat, let us know.
Yeah, at Thread the Laces. You know what I mean?